All right, gang. So, 7 low-cost ways to build links. Here's the thing. Obviously, links matter the most. Here are some. I think we actually have 9, not even 8 or 7. 7 or 8 to 9 ways that you guys can build links to your website. And I'll just say this. I'm not going to show you exactly how to find them, but I'm going to tell you what they are and where they are essentially. And in our advanced section, we're going to have more details on how to use advanced operators to find some of these different sites. And also we'll have probably another 10 to 20 other methods that you can implement from a link building standpoint. So you're able to build links back to your site and different tools that you can use for those purposes. Again, this course was built for the common business owner, not just that advanced SEO that's out there. But this should still be very useful to a lot of the folks that are out there who's trying to do just white hat link building. First and foremost, being a guest contributor. So say, for example, if you're a bankruptcy lawyer and Avo, they may have a blog. There might be other blogs out there that talk about bankruptcy, foreclosure, things of that nature. You could essentially reach out to the editors and see if you could become a guest contributor. I've done that for our clients many, many times, and it's widely successful. And if you write for them, you can either reference back to your own website, you can reference back to your own profile, whatever it is. You can get a link back to your site just from that alone. So that's also something that's worth considering. Something else that you can do is what I like to call resource pages or partner websites. Say, let's go back to the example where you're a bankruptcy lawyer and you have, other folks that are like criminal defense, a divorce attorney, other folks that are sort of partners to you. You can be listed on their website as a potential partner. And that does count as a link back to your website. So again, that's something else that's worth considering. Directory page ranking. If you have directory pages, and we've done this before, particularly for a day camp that's located out of Scarsdale, New York, where we found that there were a few pages out there that were sort of kind of like directories, but they had a ton, and I mean a ton of link equity. I mean, page authorities of like 50 and above. And we noticed that our competitors had links to those pages too. So we reached out to them. We said, hey, is it possible for us to be added to this list? And they said, absolutely. The cost is X. Now, I'm not a proponent of paying for links, but if my competitors are also on that page, and I know that can help catapult my rankings relatively well, and there's also going to be traffic to those pages, to that directory, that can then send traffic to my site, then that's a good investment. So I'm not in the business of paying for links, but if it's a link that's relevant to my business from a promotional standpoint, absolutely, there's nothing wrong with that. Local sites and bloggers, we kind of talked about this a little bit. But if you're able to find some local sites that's kind of in your community, that's really some good low-hanging fruit because you have that familiarity with those individuals. So if you just do a search for, let's say, if your business is in Kew Gardens, you do a search for, let's say, Kew Gardens newspapers or Kew Gardens local websites or what have you. You just have to do a little bit of work and you'll be able to find some good stuff there. One thing that I do with my clients from time to time, and again, this is if you're a local business, is I'll create a mega resource related to something that's going to be critical to that area. So let's say I'm a bankruptcy lawyer, but I know people are always doing searches for homes, or they're always trying to find really, really good let's say financial planners or whomever that's sort of closely connected to my space. I might create this mega resource of all these financial planners or whatever. And then I'll reach out to all of them saying, hey, I include you in my resource. Just wanted to share this with you. I hope you find it useful. And quietly, we've gotten a lot of them to link back to that page, link back to our site, have it be shared on other news websites. It's crazy how it works, but it almost kind of strokes their ego saying, wow, I can't believe I was mentioned. Thank you so much. It's a very, I can't tell you guys, it's very, very powerful. We've used this method to rank websites that have low domain authority, but they're ranking now better than some sites that have page authorities above 80 and 90 for that matter, just from this method alone. We talked a little bit about this, but 4 to 5 relevant but very powerful citations or directories, if you will. So say, for example, if you're a medical practice, ZocDoc, HealthGrade, some of the ones that required paying a little bit might be worth it. Again, we're not trying to pay for the link. We're paying for the traffic and the eyeballs that also has a link that comes with it. Some of our clients, we've had them sponsor local scholarships and get a .edu link back to their website. That's another way to get a link. And then finally, if you want to do local webinars in your community, just related to your business, you can do a local webinar. You can promote it, and that's also been something that's generated links back to our clients' websites. So all of these, in my opinion, are low cost, link building methods that really can move the needle for your business. You just have to put a little bit of time into doing it, but if you do, I'm telling you, you'll have quite a bit of success and be able to move up your rankings quite actually relatively quickly.